Let's go, boys! Finally, I needed a result that gave me some confidence, and what a fucking game that was. First minute to last, that game had everything. Offside goals, goals disallowed for VAR, penalties that should have been given, penalties that were given, fights at the end of the game. And what a performance. First thing I want to say, the fans really did their job as a 10-man. Even though my fucking stream was on mute because I had to watch the game. Now, to be fair, it wasn't on mute. I had it on very low. But it was low enough and I could still hear the Chelsea fans. So that's saying enough about how loud they were. I was hearing the Timo Werner chant was ringing around all four grounds throughout the 90 minutes. And it was well-deserved as well, because if you could see the effect that had on Timo Werner today, first half he was on fire. Even with the two BS goals that got ruled out for the offside and the handball, which, to be honest, this guy is so damn unlucky. But he shows why he's invaluable to the team. His ball progression, his fucking runs off the ball, his link-up play was superb today. Jorginho, excellent as always. If it's not Mason Mount, is him for man of the match for me. Mason Mount as well, excellent. Unbelievable on the half turn. Yes, Fata, I see you there saying ship it. Give me a second. I'm going to send you the link in a bit. But what a fucking performance by the boys today. And after the loss in the FA Cup final, we were calling for a performance that showed balls. In the words of Johnny, I wanted to see minerals today. And I saw minerals today from every player, from the first one to the last. Defensively solid as per. Rudiger, by the way, absolute phenom today. A man was doing everything from last-ditch tackles to fucking rouletting players and then driving the ball forward 40 yards and still winning a foul. Absolute madman. Ben Chilwell definitely looked motivated by the FA Cup final and the response from the Leicester fans, because he was on fire today. Reece James, a brick wall at right wing back as always. And going forward, I will say, very, very frustrating in the first half, but I guess it is just a Chelsea way at this point. But as we all know, one of these chances ends up going in the back of the net. Great header. Was it a header? Did it come off his knee from Antonio Rudiger? God knows, but whatever. It was actually given. Third time lucky for us at that point. 1-0 Chelsea. And then a slightly weak penalty decision for the second goal, which, I'm going to be real, if that got given against us, I'd be fuming. But you know what? We've had so much bullshit decisions with VAR this season. We've had the Maguire tackle with Azpilicueta, the Raheem Sterling red card, the Rob Holding penalty. The Rob Holding handball in the box last week. We had this week as well with the Tielemans kick on Werner that got given as a foul the other way. It's about time we have some luck on our side. So I don't really care, to be honest. Jorginho puts it in for 2-0. Also our top goal scorer this season, all with penalties. Just the Chelsea way at this point. And at that point, that 2-0, that's where you can relax. Even though the Iheanacho goal 50 minutes from time made it very tense. But we managed the game perfectly from that point on. Top four is now back in our hands. One win sorts us against Aston Villa. It is slightly easier said than done, but we can still rest confident that it was the Leicester City game that was the bigger question mark for me. And we're going to have to look to the match between Burnley and Liverpool tomorrow. I might have to do a watch-along for that as well. Probably will do anyway. But yeah, we'll get the rest of the panel in. I want to hear what they have to say as well. Give me a sec. Yes, guys.
Ooh.
What are you thinking?
I got the ads in the back.
Boy. Come on!
Yo,
Let's go now.
let's go.
That's balls right there. Balls.
Yes, balls. And I was
Hey, yo.
waiting to see it from this team as well. The only thing is, it's a shame
made
that we
that
had to
way
be
too
pissed
hard.
off. Yeah,
We
my
made
only
that
thing is
mad
it's a shame we had
harder
to
on
be pissed
ourselves.
off for that. Say it again.
So we made that harder on ourselves with that giveaway.
Yep.
What for the Iheanacho goal?
Yeah, and Kovacic nearly slept again. That was his runner that
Yep.
Well, Perez.
he was
yeah.
ball watching.
Perez. Yep.
Yeah, Perez was a bit scary. I can't lie. But as soon as that one had gone by, it was like, cool. That's their big chance. I don't think they're getting another one after that point. And we saw it again.
How crazy is it, right? Iheanacho has scored on every day except this day. And we told him Charity FC strikes again.
Yeah. He's the first player in Premier League history scoring every day of the week in the same season. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had to drop that stat before the Chelsea game, as always.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Werner, though? Should have had a penalty at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, that was a Stonewall pen.
Stonewall.
So
All right. I'll put
if
it
that's
like
not a
this.
pen, I don't know what is.
I'll put the same question to you guys that I put out to the chat in the watch along. Like, I'll give any of you 20 quid if you can explain to me why that was a free kick for them. Like, any
Oh
of you.
yeah, I was like, oh, he
I
gave
re-
it the other way too. I was like, what are you
Because
doing?
20 quid, Mike Dean. That's
Yeah.
the answer. Mike Dean is the
You
answer.
don't like
It's all of them, man. It's all of them.
Roland
It's Clattenburg,
Mike Dean,
Clattenburg,
VAR,
Mike
nothing.
Dean,
Anthony
flipping
Taylor.
Anthony Taylor, all of them bold idiots, bruv. It's all of them, man.
Nah.
They're all the
Mark
same. fam.
Clattenburg,
I
if you
swear
was
down, these referees have a campaign
The
against
thing
us.
is, yeah, like big man, thing,
Genuine agenda.
we're happy and we're laughing because we won. But if we did not win this game because of that decision, I would be literally furious at Mike Dean.
And
Like,
it's off the
Yep.
back of the FA Cup
Nah.
final. We didn't get decisions
Yep.
too. That was crazy.
where was VAR today? Like, why didn't it intervene in that situation?
No. Chelsea was playing. VAR doesn't help us.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're spot on.
You know,
man. I take the piss.
Man U can score a goal, an offside goal by David De Gea getting they gave David De Gea an assist, but said it wasn't offside because it touched Bruno. So how does
All right,
David De
how's
Gea
that
get an assist?
Wait,
Did you see the equalizer for the Fulham goal as well, Jesters? They tried to find any little reason to disallow that, you know.
They looked at that
Fix-
offside for about 5 minutes, and
They checked like one man who was on the other side of Wan-Bissaka and was nowhere near offside. They checked the guy on the far wing. They checked the guy in the middle, and even then they couldn't find nothing. But they still kept looking.
Yeah, man. Nah, VAR is a shag, but who cares? Like, we turned it around anyway.
we
We
won.
won the game. Shout out to Werner because he was kind of terrible today, but he was busy.
I don't
innit?
think
He
he
was
was.
doing things.
I thought he was
It's
great.
one of the best games I've seen him play.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I think as a game,
terrible.
this is
He was
this
electric,
is
man.
the exact sort of
Oh,
game.
Look at
where
the turn. That turn was
it's
sick.
okay. The beauty of it is you can think he had a bad game, you can think he had a good game, but at the end of it, he's still effective. So
Because his first goal, good finish, but I was annoyed because I'm like, why are you not watching the line? Why do you not know that you're offside? The second goal, he handballs it in and he does a knee slide.
I don't
Like,
give a
surely
shit.
you know VAR is going to
That's
come back
fucking
and say it's
shit.
not a goal.
Hey, that's
Why is he
shameless
doing a knee
fucking, I love
slide?
it. I love
But
that.
I would too.
he still should have won 2 pens though.
No, the 2 penalties,
That first
fair
one-
play to him. Shout out to him. I'm happy for that.
that first one though, that first one he kind of has an excuse. So the man that was marking him, making him onside, he was the one that stepped forward and tackled or tried to tackle Mount.
Yeah,
And
but then
Mount-
the one
Or even Fofana though. Or even Fofana causing him to like that lean in Fofana. He like made him lean and touch it with his hand, his arm.
I'm just annoyed that he celebrated because he made me celebrate.
No, I'll rate it.
I don't celebrate no more. I don't celebrate no more.
No,
I
exactly.
don't celebrate
I
no more.
stopped, but when Mike Dean gave the goal and then he does a knee slide, I'm like, yeah, we're 1-0 up.
Alright,
Even
big up
Rudiger's goal, I
Karan
didn't
saying,
celebrate.
big up Karan saying this game indicated how we need to be clinical from the start and take chances where they come. We should not have had to hang on, roll on Aston Villa, and then roll on the Champions League final. Yeah, like regardless of how happy we are in this game with the performance and everything, we still have to be real. Our finishing absolutely reeks, man.
Wait,
It happens
the
game
stats just
after
came up
game
there,
after
right?
game.
The stats just came
even-
up there. We had 17 attempts, 6
Yeah.
on target, 28 touches in the opposition box,
Mm.
and scored 2 goals.
And we lack.
One
You know what I see? We lack we get too hype. Like I think Mount had a chance and he's like blazing it. We just need to like get that composure, like that killer instinct. You know what I mean?
We need someone
Yeah,
who
I
like,
don't want to hear. Yeah, I don't want to hear any negativity about our players today.
No,
Because-
it's not
No,
negativity. I'm
no.
just saying.
I'm
No.
saying in general.
Oh
not,
yeah,
not-
yeah,
not-
yeah.
because everybody put their heart in that game today.
Yeah.
Everybody on that.
Oh yeah,
pitch
yeah,
put
yeah.
their heart.
Everybody. Yo, Rudiger scored. I didn't even celebrate because I thought he would handball it.
I celebrate.
I had to wait for the second replay for that. There was no
I'll
way
wait.
I was you
Yeah.
catching me for a third time.
But
Rudiger
yo,
had
He was amazing.
on the point of
Rudiger had a monster game.
on
He
the
was
point of
amazing.
Rudiger, we need to keep the same energy we've been given to Thiago Silva because Rudiger has been just as important. Because
Yeah, for real.
he has 1 more year left on his contract, and I think this summer he needs to get a new one because he has been. Hopefully, look, I personally think we're going to stick in the back three. So we're going to need him if we are going to stick into the back three. Or
Have that option.
Or if that doesn't happen, some games we're going to play back three. The way Tuchel likes to do it, like to do things, we're going to have some situations where we're going to have to play back three, and having him there as a would be important.
even if we do go to the back 4, there's probably not a high chance we're going to get a centre back in the summer.
Yeah.
So it's then going to be him or Christensen that plays next to Thiago Silva if we play a back 4.
Why do
To
you
be honest,
don't think we're gonna get a center back?
I just don't like. I think that the club will look at other positions we need more. Like I think striker's number one, obviously. I
Yeah,
think I can
CDM.
see us going to get another centre mid. Like I think centre back's something we need, but I don't see it being high up the club's like list
Priority.
of priorities.
Yeah.
Scott, you're so right. How do they give a foul against
Yeah.
Werner?
That's Mike
The thing
Dean.
is, I had to take a look because I was like, oh, maybe they've booked him for diving. He didn't even get a yellow, so it wasn't for diving.
You know what, guys? I was gonna leave the Mason Mount prop until Johnny came, but fucking hell, what a game, bruv. This guy, man, honestly, Mason Mount, he's a different player, man. You see him
This
in the
guy's
90th minute when he was running, bro.
Yeah, and he got that knee injury too. I'm sure he was feeling that. He ran it off.
Just knee to knee. It was knee to knee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was
I
just one of
know
those
everybody
things,
here.
like,
I know everybody wants to say
Go on,
Mason
Leicester,
Mount
go on,
is
Leicester.
is man of the match. For me, it's Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah, I agree. with that,
Yeah, I
man.
was surprised when Mount got it.
The
I
only
was
reason
surprised.
for me, the only reason why Rudiger doesn't get it is because I think he was slightly at fault for the Iheanacho goal because he was out of position. He didn't react to
Yeah.
like the run at all.
I mean,
That's the only reason. Like if we're being nitpicky about it, it was
Yeah.
That's
Kovacic
super-
losing
that's
the ball
super
and then
nitpicky,
Rudiger
though.
not covering. Because if
That-
he
that
covers,
is-
Iheanacho doesn't
Rudiger
get that.
was
or he
feeling
doesn't have a
himself,
really
though.
good run.
I mean, that man right there was single-handedly taking out every one of their players. You know how many people he put on the ground?
Yeah,
I
those
love
cheeky-
that.
And
those
the thing is,
cheeky
yeah,
blocks,
I
those
hate
cheeky blocks.
the rest of our squad is so soft. Like they're soft players, soft people. Like
Mhm.
they're the kind of people that
Not today.
if you knock someone down, they'll pick him up. You know what I mean? But Rudiger
Nah.
showed he's not about that. Like,
Listen,
he's
Yeah,
not
Rudiger.
around it.
Help that, though.
Rudiger, Reece James, Mendy, Zuma.
You see that, man? You see the fucking madmen that came at them? Mendy, James, Rudiger, Silva,
Oh, it was
fucking
brilliant.
Zuma.
Alonso,
Mendy-
Tammy.
Brilliant.
These men did not stand a chance. They
Mendy
didn't
woke up
stand
today
a
and
chance.
chose violence.
And then Marte
Pick up-
got hooked at the end, bro. It was this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
glorious.
What a
team.
For
fucking
Mate to
dickhead.
receive that,
The
that was
bench
brilliant.
warmer got booked as well, and he didn't even do shit on the pitch, and he still got booked. Big up Myron saying the utter shithousery for Rudiger was beautiful. Bullied their team from start to finish. Love to see it. We've missed that since Diego Costa. Yes, we have, and it's good to see that back. A quick question: do you feel like the fans being in grounds was part of the reason for this added
Hell yes.
intensity?
Hell
yes.
Yeah.
But yo, going back,
100%.
I just saw the goal, Scott. Rudiger was not at fault for that. He was way far off the pitch, like the play. Like
That was Kovacic.
it was the
No,
giveaway.
Kovacic loses it, but if you notice Rudiger, he doesn't react.
I don't
until
think he's
Iheanacho grabs the ball.
the thing is he's expecting like Kovacic to like play out of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think that was
but I'm
Rudiger's
saying
fault.
when
So
he loses the ball, I think he needs to. Number one is when the ball goes out to Kovacic, he needs to come a little bit further.
oh,
anyway.
you tell him shift his position.
Yeah, just come
take
across
that.
a little bit.
Oh, I
and
get
then
that. I get
it
that.
doesn't click.
Yeah,
That was just a good play. You have to give it. You know, and Didi is
and
probably
he took
been
it
the best.
fast. They took it fast.
And Didi has probably been the best player on the pitch over the last two games we've played against them because he's run. He has bossed that midfield. He shut Jorginho down in the first match,
Yeah.
Not this
and he
game.
was.
No,
and-
no,
and
I'm
he-
saying
No,
if
Ndidi
Tielemans
did.
was so poor this
Tielemans
game,
didn't.
it would have been Tielemans. I agree. It's Ndidi. I agree.
Yeah,
I would love to have
Tielemans won
Tielemans in my
Leicester
squad
team.
though.
Second.
Tielemans, I would love to have him. in my
No,
squad,
no,
bro.
because we don't have
he
an.
runs.
We don't have.
runs that
You need to watch. You
midfield.
need to go back and watch. Whatchamacallit.
I'm not saying I wouldn't take Ndidi too.
No. If you're watching like the World Cup, right? Tielemans was like, look, you have Axel
That's
Witsel.
Belgium though.
I know, but I'm talking about the player profile. You have Axel
Oh.
Witsel who works like an Ndidi, right? And even alongside with him, he was kind of struggling because he didn't really have the pace to cover the space.
But we don't have a profile.
Yeah,
in our
that
midfield.
also was like
They
3
would
years.
have
The
it.
World Cup was like 3 years ago though. Like it was a long time ago. The World Cup was like 3 years ago.
He didn't get any faster, is what I'm talking about. His general technical ability got a lot better, which is why he's succeeding more now, and his defensive work as well. But his pace has not gotten better at all. And so just having him in there with a two-man midfield, it would kind of be dangerous. You don't have the other strikers doing the work as well.
I've got two more things. I can't stay very long because I have to get back to work here in about 20 minutes. First of all,
no worries, bro.
Lewis, you're a big wrestling fan, right?
Damn right.
Do you know historical WWE, WWF wrestlers?
Yeah.
There was a man in the 80s and the 90s called JYD, the Junkyard Dog.
Your
my
dog,
gosh,
yeah.
Junkyard
Yeah.
We
Dog.
have a
Rest in
Junkyard
peace.
Dog on our team now.
Yeah.
JYD showed up today. And second point, why does it take somebody that's been here for one season in Thiago Silva to have a go at Amartey on the sideline? Because that's exactly why he went after him on the sideline. Because Amartey was in the middle of it, and Thiago wasn't going to have any of it because he saw that clip of him throwing the banner, and that's why he went at him. How come our captain wasn't going at him? He was already out of the game. Was he?
He was on the side.
Ashby was in there. I'm looking.
No, Aspie was in the middle of it.
I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at the picture right now. Aspie's there.
Aspie's in the middle of it.
Or maybe it's just he's so short.
I'll send you the video.
I'm watching it
Send me the video. I'll put it out on here too.
Aspie's there. I see him he's in his bubble jacket. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Sorry, man. I thought I already sent it.
You can't be tough in a baby blue jacket, though.
I hear that.
You can't be. You get a light blue jacket. You can't be tough.
You have to take the jacket off and get physical.
Hey, no, I'm watching the video again. Watching Mendy body Iosi Perez twice.
Oh man, I felt so
What
bad.
a unit.
I felt so bad because look, he was holding his chest afterwards. He was holding his chest afterwards.
Literally, if you watch it, he comes over, kind of shoves him. Perez goes to walk up to him, and he just goes, "Nope," just shoves him again.
Oh, you guys should have just heard Tuchel. What
Picture
Tuchel
of all
just
of them,
said.
just like
What did he
You guys should
say?
just- He says it's 3 times in a row now. We played this. Like he has to stop against us. Arsenal, the handball against Iosi Perez, and the cup final, and now the penalty against Werner. Like he's like something has to stop. Like 3 times in a row is going against.
Look at
us.
this.
Like he's so blatant.
These men did not even stand a chance. What was even
Yo,
the point?
Mendy came in there clearing out people.
But look at the size of his arms.
There's one.
Look at that.
Yes,
Look at that.
Mendy. Yes, that's my keeper still.
That's like
He's
Big Show
keeping
in the
the
Royal
peace
Rumble.
right there. Keeping the peace.
Yo,
He
hold
parted-
on. Listen,
He parted
I
the
know.
Red Sea.
Hold on, Jester. I'm really sorry. I know you said let's not talk about no.
Look at Ndidi's just got moved off by Zuma.
Yeah,
So
I know
we
you
got
said
fighters
let's
in the
talk
team,
about
bro.
negativity, but do you see the
It's
difference?
that backline.
And Kepi?
Now, I remember I saw someone try to body Reece James in there. That was it. Reece James just sent Ndidi flying and he lost his head.
No, it was Thomas, wasn't it? At the end, so like after
Yeah,
that,
Yeah, and Mendy's not even on anyone. He's just breaking everything up.
I don't know why
That's-
people try it with Reece James. Like it's such a L.
They
Why
always
would you
think
do a
because he's
L?
small, he's easy to push
Oscar,
around. And they realize
look at the
that
end of the game when I think Thomas went against him and then
Yeah.
he was, like, shoulder to shoulder and he like
And
crashed in the
literally-
board.
And the thing is, like Reece shoves him, then I think Thomas goes to shove him back, and Reece just moves and he hits the floor.
But I remember I watched an interview with Chilwell, and he was saying that when he joined Chelsea, he didn't realize how strong Reece James was. I think because we're Chelsea fans, we watch him all the time. We just know, but the players don't know.
He's small but stocky. Like he's like built, but it's as Lewis or someone said, he's small, so it's like you don't really notice how stocky he is.
No, he absolutely.
Oh, he's built like a brick
Right,
shit
big up Timo Werner's fucking attorney. The Paul Heyman.
At least he scored that offside goal. At least he scored.
I was eating right
Paul
there.
Heyman, how's the tribal chief doing? Chat to me.
I'm still not happy. I have a issue statement from my officers that we're filing a lawsuit against the Premier League officials for the rising corruption against Chelsea Football Club. Furthermore, I would like those decisions in the first half to be thoroughly investigated in the VAR department. I hereby to invite to all official attendees, including the hierarchies, to be present at the Majesty Court of Services. Additionally, a number of supplements must be attached, for example, the offside rulebook and the VAR rulebook. If there's any attempt of deviation of interjection from this statement, the next conversation we're going to have will not be nicer than this, and it's going to be the hierarchy within the National
Wow, you
Council.
sound like an actual
Thank you,
lawyer.
and have a
God,
good day.
tell him again.
Wow.
You actually sound like a legit lawyer, dog.
Go on, man. Tell him again. I can't get him off.
Who's got a girl
That's,
over?
that's literally it. That's
Yo,
literally it.
Fater, you may unlock a new like skill right there.
No, it's just like I learned back in the days. I learned that those kind of statements, but it is what it is. But yeah, man. I don't think it was that bad. It's just that those unlucky decisions again. That's why I'm filing a lawsuit. But here we are.
But
Hey, at least
rightfully
he
so.
scored that offside goal. At least he finished that chance. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah,
In
thank
the
you,
first
God.
half, it wasn't offside. That's number one. Number two, they should have been a penalty. What's the rule book in that?
Please stop calling Reece
penalty.
James small. That man is made of different materials. Small doesn't mean weak. Like I mean, he's just compared to fucking Zuma or a Mendy or a Silva. Like he ain't up at their height, innit? But it doesn't mean he hasn't got the same level of strength. He might even be stronger if we're being honest. But on numerous accounts, he's probably the strongest player in the squad.
Yeah, between him and Zuma, probably.
It really is. Like the first things I used to see from Reece James in the early games was him absolutely bodying man on the pitch. I think one of the first games I saw him play was against Brighton away, and I think it was Lewis Dunk or Byrne who had to come off after like 5 minutes after 150-50 with Reece James in the air. But you're right, he is made of different materials. So guys, who are we going to say for man of the match? Because first I want to say is there's a guy who's been slandered a lot this season, Jorginho, and he had another brilliant performance today.
I got Rudiger. I'll go to war with Rudiger. Because the man,
I'll take Rudiger to war with me too. I hear that, man.
Rudy.
This ain't even to debate who was better than who. I just want to hear some praise for some players, innit?
No, hear me out here, right? You look at the team sheet, and there is one name that was not there in the FA Cup final. And I'm sorry, but Christian Pulisic just he just changed everything.
I agree.
He changed everything. Like we didn't have any sort of attack like this in the FA Cup final. There was no fluidity.
Minutes, right? The amount of chances that we were making, and the main reason was because the ball was finding Christian Pulisic.
Yeah,
his creativity was it should have been rewarded with a goal, to be honest. Not even just in the sense for him.
Seriously, I mean, that's the main thing for me, right? When you look at a player you would call an MVP, right? It's you take one player out of that team and you put him in, right? I love Mason Mount. He's done great. But when you add Christian Pulisic into that mix, that's when all of them are able to really shine, to be honest.
Well, that's because he plays one-touch football. And Ziyech is not a one-touch football guy. He wants to dominate the ball. So it's just a matter of different tools. Yeah. And the right tool for this, for breaking down a low block is one touch, quick, let's go. And we had that on the pitch today.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually did that. The other thing was Chilwell. I thought Chilwell was really, really very good today. I hope that we can get over all the stick that he's been getting from probably not our fans, but other fans. He is the best English left back in the world. He's better than Fatty over at United.
What makes you say that?
I don't want. What do you mean?
Listen, right? I don't. I'm halfway there.
I'd say he's better, but Shaw's more in form. Is what I'd say.
No,
I don't know, man. It's a bit controversial.
Go with the Weight Watchers.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'd say overall, if we're talking both of
bro,
them,
we're smoking that Marty pack. I got it rolled up and ready for after the phone.
If we're talking just ability, then yeah, Chilwell's better. It's just that Shaw's in more form at the minute.
I'm gonna be controversial and say Shaw is better.
Yeah, I'd slightly go Shaw
at left back.
In my opinion, yeah.
I think the reason why I say he edges it over him, I feel like Shaw is more dynamic. Like I feel like sometimes Chilwell play. I don't know. There's not really much.
Boy.
I rate Chilwell highly, but I think Shaw just edges it to me.
That man's ass gets any bigger, they're gonna have to put wide load. And he goes in reverse. I ain't having that.
The thing is, though, if he's moving that fast at how big he is now, if he slims down, how fast will he be?
Yeah, exactly. He's rapid.
Man has to slim down first. They've been asking him to do that for about 6 years now. We're gonna have to.
I just think that's his natural. I think that's his body type.
Yeah, I genuinely think it's like Reece James, where he just looks stocky. Because they said he's the strongest player at Man United.
But with Reece James, at least it's all muscle.
No. I think going back to the game, I think Kovacic. I think he looked a bit shaky, in my opinion.
He was rushed.
Yeah, he wasn't comfortable. And I think
he was good up until the mistake. I thought he was like there was some good moments, and I thought like up until the mistake, he looked. There was no signs. I didn't see any sign of ring rust or like lack of match sharpness up until the mistake. Because then after the mistake, there was a couple of shaky moments where he was a bit off. Yeah. Up until the mistake, I thought he was solid.
He's 30 minutes fit. Like he's not.
Yeah, I think.
I think also because he's coming back from injury, once he was on the bench, he's not expected to come on today.
Yeah.
So for them to call him on like half an hour in, and he didn't even really
Bato,
get
one sec. I gotta rotate the panel quick. Jump on in like 10G.
I'm about to leave, so let me say one more thing, and I'll go, and you can bring somebody else on. I have to get ready to go back to work. First of all, Havertz is fit for Aston Villa.
Don't play him. Leave him for City.
Well, I'm just saying he is fit.
Yeah,
that was scared.
Conte, I think it was a re-aggravation of the pain he had in his Achilles.
Again, don't play him. Leave him for City.
No, I'm trying to give updates because everybody was worried about Havertz. Havertz is fit.
I didn't. I could have waited. I could have waited till tomorrow. I didn't need it. Oh man!
Well, I know some people were losing it because Havertz wasn't going to be able to play in the Champions League final. He's good.
No, Havertz, that's fine. I didn't really question it because it would have been announced had he. But it's the Conte one that's kind of messing me up because an Achilles is it's different. Well, once you rupture your Achilles, that is a 9-month injury. You simply do not return the same.
No, it's
I know, but any sort of pain in that area, it gets me a little, just a little worried.
But he's always had it. He's had it for the last few years. We just haven't never known about it. It's apparently people who run a lot end up with pain in their Achilles.
Say that again.
People who do a lot of running end up with pain in their Achilles. And so it's something that's going to have to be and as you get older, that's going to reoccur more because your body doesn't ever get better when you get older. Trust me. I'm the oldest person on this panel. I know.
Hudson-Odoi had to change his entire running technique after his last.
Has he? You said this is something he hasn't reported to the club, or has he reported it to the club?
No. The club doesn't talk about it.
Okay, all right.
And plus he hasn't played so many games. I think he's played the most games this year from the last couple.
Yeah.
Because
yes, Johnny, don't worry, we're getting you on.
Yeah, I'm about to leave, Johnny, and the floor will be yours. You can bring the Mount Love
and sprinkle some Mount Mineral
or Love to Mount, whichever way you go.
He's gonna bring the player of the year.
So, all right, I'm out. Up to Chelsea.
Jesters, we'll chat to you tomorrow if you're about. Love, my guy.
See y'all later.
Let's go.
Want to say we just beat VAR, Mike Dean, and those cheating players today. We just beat them all. Like we outplayed. I'm so proud of Chelsea today. We showed up massively. We should have spanked them around, but just because the referee and everything and all that, we just beat all that, and we had everything on us today. And I am proud of Chelsea today. I will say. That's what I'm going to say about it. I'm just proud of my team.
Before we get to Mason Mount, and we will, I did want to say, talking about Kovacic, there was 2 passes, by the way, him and Jorginho, one each. One in the first half from Jorginho and one in the second half from Kovacic. No, I'm hearing that our midfield can't do long passes.
No, yo, today, Scott, I saw more. Shit. Look, I saw more like how do I describe it? Like midfield splitting passes. Like they were trying to, like in the beginning of the day, like the beginning of the game, they were trying to break lines. I think Tuchel told them, play in between the lines more. And you see, we were creating more chances like that because we're actually not cycling around like we usually do. We're like breaking the line.
For me, I think with Jorginho, he has that in his locker. He just doesn't do it sometimes.
Yeah, he needs to do it more, man.
Like he definitely can do it.
Right, what are we saying, lads? What are we saying? Let's do it. We're on the road. We're on the way. Trust me, we're on the way, mate. Champions League football. Champions League final. Let's do it. Money. Let's do it. Trust me, I've got the vibes back. See, Champions League winning vibes are back. They're back. Tuchel's got us playing again. Yeah, man. Let's go. We got the Chelsea minerals. The whole team had the minerals tonight. They had the mentality. Rudiger, Jorginho.
Wait, Johnny, you went to the game?
Man. Yeah, I saw that you dropping Jorginho prop now. Finally,
yeah, let's go, man. Listen, I back it. I back Jorginho. I back Rudiger. I back these players. I tell you, I back the players. But tonight, that bottle to take that penalty the way he did, like, hands down, Georgie.
Michael went down.
Minerals,
So
man, minerals.
He's cold, isn't he?
And
Like that.
Rudiger gave a bit of the old JT sprinkler tonight, you know, and I love that. And that's high praise, you know, because he got stuck in every aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? His desire to win tonight was exceptional. And it led us from the back more than Thiago Silva, man. You know what I mean? In a different way, in a more aggressive, physical way. Like he just led the whole team.
First minute,
yeah, shithousery.
And he got his goal.
Yeah, and I will say that I'm gonna big it up, Fatter, bro. Werner tonight was fantastic. He got robbed of a Stonewall penalty from the Parasite, yeah, and the second one he won a penalty again, all right, and it was just all-round game was great, and you can see that he's learning more from Tuchel than he was from Lampard. Just his all-round game tonight, his hold up, his awareness, he didn't give the ball away cheaply. Like I thought he was just brilliant, and he tried so hard, and he was robbed, man. But
listen, I'm shocked that Amati got that fucking yellow card. He deserved that yellow card.
That's called
bad news. Bad news. Bournemouth might be coming up.
Yeah.
But does everyone agree? Yeah, everyone agrees. Obviously, Mason Mount man of the match. Clear as
No,
day.
come on, man. We're here for it. We're here for it, man.
Bro, I was
Johnny, you know,
everyone was excellent.
Johnny.
I could say Jorginho, maybe Pulisic as well, but Mount is definitely up there with everybody. Like, there's been a lot of good performances.
I don't believe
what
Pulisic had a good game.
Timo, Lewis? Yeah, he's up there.
Pulisic was
well, Rudiger up there as well.
There's a couple of honourable mentions.
Did you guys see in the first half where Mason Mount absolutely skinned that guy? I can't remember who it was.
What about that takedown and shot where Schmeichel made a great save? That beautiful takedown and just blasted it, bro. He was beautiful play tonight from Money Mace. Beautiful.
Everyone was behind Timo.
He was good, Johnny.
But like I said,
bro, you're right, man. Timo Werner, do you see the turn that he made and he took two people out and 40 yards forward?
Yo, you don't think he played better because of the fans?
Wait, Lewis, though, we're talking about skill.
Definitely,
nothing beats Rudiger rouletting Albrighton.
Oh,
Nothing beats Rudiger.
I know.
rouletting
Yeah, but
Albrighton,
like, I know you talk about the skill, but I felt so bad for Timo. He looked so happy when he got that second goal as well, but just unlucky again for him. Like he had it and hit his hand afterwards.
Why was he
like,
celebrating?
He just looks when he did that knee slide. I really wanted that for him, and it just didn't come off.
We know
he's cursed.
Chris,
at least he's destined, guys. It's destined for the Champions League final, man. I'm telling you, Werner's gonna do it, man. Werner, I'll take that all day long.
The knee slide.
Hi, Johnny. One sec, guys.
I'm buzzing, bro. I'm buzzing, man.
Hi, Clasra. What you said?
I'm buzzing.
I said, listen, Werner was such a mug. He knew it was a handball, but he was celebrating. He wanted to taste how it feels to score a goal.
Yeah.
Clasra, how do you know that?
He's trying to trick the referees, man. Maybe he would have got away with it. If that was another team, he would have got away with it.
You never know.
Hey, that's shamelessness at its finest, to be fair. That's just pure shamelessness.
We love it, though. We love that.
He's been too nice. Way too nice.
I think
he was laughing. He was laughing about it at halftime with Chilwell.
I think today, you know the crowd today, just contrast to the FA Cup final, man. Today, the way they got behind Werner, you could see the way he was playing, man. He feeds off that confidence. So if we can give him that same like love in Portugal,
what I will say though. There was more fans there than in the cup final, and I still say the Chelsea fans are nearly as quiet as they made us out to be. We got me to look awful.
Yeah,
we just say like how awful we can see that first goal though from them though, that 2-1 that made us 2-1. I just hate playing from the back, man. That's the risk that we have to take.
I think we're good at playing from the back, though. All the teams that do it in the league, we are very good. But I agree, like sometimes it's going to cost us. And today,
let's big up Mendy's ball playing ability.
To concentration, like there's nothing to do with playing. Like
preach, bro. Yeah, sorry. You know when they were all scuffing. Yeah, I was watching with the old man, and he goes, "Look at the size of Mendy's gloves, man." Because Mendy come in and he was literally just swiping every man out the way, like
nobody wants to war with Mendy.
He just move across. No, Brendan just talking. You know what Brendan Rodgers just said? He said a very harsh penalty.
He's right. No,
No, he's not.
What?
No, he's
No,
not.
he is.
No.
The one that got
You know,
given,
He got kicked.
he did it
Penalty's
like
a penalty, man.
the thing is, the contact is very minimal, but I'm like, I don't care because
Contact
we
is
should have been given one
But
anyway.
what is he saying
It
about the
was
penalty
very,
we should
very
have had?
Cry more, innit?
Yeah,
What
did
is
he
he
say
saying
anything?
about the
Did he say
penalty we
anything
should have had?
about the other
I
penalty?
don't see how man just cried when they got away with the first one.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
just trying to make
Like,
an
the
excuse
second
for it.
one
No,
is
no,
the
yeah.
second one's very, very like
Look,
sketchy, but it was
come on.
deserved.
If
But
you're
any
a defender, if
contact-
you're a defender, he's running out of the
Scott.
box. You don't touch his leg. You kicked him.
Johnny,
Oh, you know,
Johnny, them
if a father's
techers on
an idiot for
Tianchu
doing
by
that.
Mount
Yeah.
though. You gotta frame that.
Scott.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like you don't
Them
make any
checkers
contact at
from Mount
all.
on
If you
Tianchu.
make any contact, we've
Yeah,
seen
I
it many
know,
times
I
on
know.
VAR. If you get slightly touched and you go down, it's a penalty regardless, because that's how VAR runs normally now anyway, doesn't it? So I definitely say it's a penalty because of that.
As Lewis said, like if that's given against us, I'm vexed. But like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but if it was given against us, I'd be mad.
Hasn't been given against us.
I'd be yeah, but I'd also be vexed if
That
it
is
was
a
given. The
shame.
contact was
It is
minimal,
what
but
it
I'll
is.
take it.
Yeah, man. Happy.
You know what? Yeah, I made a video and I got it taken down. I'm sick of doing videos, man.
One
And getting
sec. Oh,
taken down.
shit, I missed the super chat.
What was your
Yeah.
video, Johnny?
Of that takedown of Money Mace where he took the ball down. He got the rebound, came up in the air, and he took it down and shot, and Schmeichel saved it.
I big up Karan again with the donation saying, I love Timo Werner's work rate and the fact that he keeps trying. Same way. That's the reason why I've been supporting him for so long too. However, he has to be more ruthless to take his game to the next level. I believe that Tuchel can keep improving his game. He'll become a top striker. Literally, the last thing we need is we need him to be more clinical. My worry is he too old to get that out of his system?
Nah.
But if Tuchel can get that out of his system, please, we have a complete striker right there. That's the last thing we need.
I don't want him to be a striker.
Appreciate the donation too, bro.
I don't want him to be a striker. We can have Lukaku, right? Because Wayne said something like Lukaku is coming in. I'm really chuffed about it. We can have Lukaku, and then we can have Werner and Mason Mount. Because Pulisic for me is not cutting it. I'm sorry, he's not cutting it.
You lucky Jess is not here.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What did you not see from his game
What are you
today that you
talking
didn't
about?
like? No, wait. What did you see from his game today that you didn't like?
He's too light. He can't.
No,
What does
no,
Jack
no,
do then?
no, no, Kazrev, what
Hang on,
you're trying to say is...
hang on,
Let him finish.
Let him finish.
I don't think he's that mad.
Let him land.
I think Pulisic should have been removed after first half performance, and Adoy should have been given a chance. I want Adoy, Mount, and Werner partnership. I think that's a better partnership.
Why? What
Because
evidence support that claim?
Adoy is stronger. He has more speed. He knows how to get a pass through Werner. But Pulisic, he's not making for me, man. He's not cutting it.
Why is he not? I think today you could see
I
when
would-
Christian Pulisic was playing, the amount of interchanging and the one-touch passing we had and the fluidity. This
I
guy's
won't-
key to the team.
I won't lie. When you guys were praising Pulisic earlier, I was kind of thinking,
Wait, hold on.
I don't think he had the best game.
comment about my
The
client.
thing is, I
I don't
think
think he had the best game.
I would say as a game, it was okay. He had a good first half. I think the second half wasn't as good. I think his first half performance was good because it was a lot of there was a lot of creativity from him in terms of his movement, his link-up play. It was the second half he went a bit quiet and wasn't involved anywhere near as much.
For me, Pulisic was dangerous in his running and his movement, and he makes our team play different. But the final ball today was non-existent. He kept getting in the final third, dribbling, getting tackled. It was just, I think the idea of him playing on the right, I don't understand why Tuchel keeps doing it. He's much better on the left. He's more comfortable on
Because
the
that's
left.
where he played. That's where he played it with under Dortmund. I'd assume anyway. Like
I
he
mean,
was
yeah,
a
but
right mid.
just from what we've seen at Chelsea, he's been better on the left.
But the thing about
exactly, no, but-
Pulisic, though,
I think it's because
No, do you know what it is? Exactly, I agree with you, Oscar. Do you know what it is? We've got too many players that prioritize the left, and we've got too many competition for that left-hand space. We've got Mount.
none of
we've
them
got-
play
we've got
there.
Werner. No, they do. They do. Mount and Werner both play on the left.
question though.
No, but
Who was taking our corners?
Chilwell.
Reece.
He was putting in
I
some.
said
He was putting in
Wait, I
some
said this.
peaches.
I
Yeah.
said this. He needs to be our corner kick
He-
taker. I don't care. He needs
But I
to
don't
be our
understand.
corner
He was at the start of the season, like he was, and then for some reason halfway through, he got swaps for Mount, and I don't know why.
I mean, that's because Mount got 4 assists to Zuma.
No, but Chilwell started getting assists. Like,
Yeah,
doing,
I know,
It
but
gives
the
us
fact that
different
it was
options.
It was kind
too.
of like 3 games in a row where Mount got an assist to Zuma. Like it was like a
Like,
very
say-
fair enough, man.
Yeah, I mean,
See on the right hand side of the corner. when we take that in swinger, it's so dangerous. Like that flick on for Rudiger, that angle, that in swinger, he put it perfectly. Like that was a dangerous ball.
Yeah, it really was. Yo, so what do y'all think about the fact that, look, let's be honest, right? Tottenham and Arsenal aren't really there, right? And the fact that we're always like in a close like fight with Leicester City has been kind of like, I'm low-key thinking that it's starting to be like a rivalry that's starting to build up. We lost the FA Cup to them. We helped them win the trophy.
I don't think it's a rivalry. I feel like there was a revenge in the minds of the Chelsea players, but in terms of fans, like I think most of the fans are thinking, okay, if we lost the final to anybody, rather it be Leicester City than an actual team that would give us stick about. If the story of their development and everything with the I can't pronounce their name, but Vikai's family, like it's a nice story, innit? So we can get behind that at the very least, even though they dunked on us in the final.
For the future. I'm talking about for the future.
You talked about like it is like for Leicester as well. It's just one of the things what's meant to be as well. Like how we believe it's meant to be and stuff. How we win Champions League or how we could win it this year, like meant to be. I just felt like it's meant to be for Leicester. We were just unlucky as well in certain situations.
I feel the same way because the decisions and how everything played out. I'm thinking, even though I'm salty and I want to win the FA Cup, I just think it was just one of those. That shit.
I agree.
It was quite a bold move from Tuchel to bring Kovacic. I really enjoyed when Kovacic came on, and I think Jorginho Kovacic's pivot is superior than Conte's. I like Conte. I really like Conte. But when it's about pivot role, then Kovacic and Jorginho, I think they are one of the best pivot in Premier League. I think they would.
Can I answer that, class ref? He got taken off because Kante actually had a bit of a knock. Kante was actually a bit injured. Yeah, like he had to come off. He didn't come off because Tuchel wanted him off.
I think it's. Can I interject that, class ref? Can I interject that? Can I interject that? I think it's more to the precautions because we got the Champions League in 10 days, and then we got the Aston Villa. And I think the sun.
I think you're both right though. Like it was a precautionary. Like you could see he wasn't fully. Nothing was like he wasn't 100%. So instead of leaving him out there to see if anything happened, you take him off straight away. It's like you're both right. Like he wasn't definitively injured, but it's like you could see he wasn't comfortable, and it's like don't risk it.
But then like Tuchel has to make decisions regarding City, and he's not gonna pick Conte over Kovacic. That's for sure. So he gave Kovacic a run. I think
Kante should start ahead of Kovacic.
He does. Bro, the Jovic pivot, it's a good pivot. It's a good pivot.
Check your DM, bro. It's madness.
The Kovacic, the Jovic pivot.
Is it about the game,
Johnny? You went to the game, Johnny?
No. It's Mount's reaction when he sees Amati, bro.
Can you send that to me as well, John?
Yo, he's proper Chelsea, man.
Yeah, man.
Put it on the.
Yo, Bell Silva was out there.
Hey! Oh shit! All right, cool.
Thiago was not having it.
I need to see it afterwards if you don't show it.
No way. By the way, the more you look at this, the like fight or the pile up, whatever it was, the more you start looking at things. Like Zuma takes on 2 guys by himself.
Zuma's
like
a
he
flipping
bodies 2
beast,
guys
bro.
by himself.
Full speed.
Look at him. As soon as he sees it's a Marty, he's like, "What are you saying, you prick? You're in RNs now, you dickhead. Chat your shit now. Chat your shit now."
Wait, Mendy does it as well. Wait, Mendy does it as well.
All of them.
No, Mendy's the calm one in that. It's Silver and Mount.
Yeah, Silver's like Aggie.
Mount did a double take. Yo, Johnny, he has the minerals now. He been had the minerals for me.
All right, Neil.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
I love Mason, man. Honestly,
they won the battle, but we're winning the war, man. That's how it is, bro. We're winning the war, man.
True. We helped them. Like we really helped them.
Look at Neil trying to hide, bro. Read the comments, man. Look at him trying to hide.
What's Neil saying?
He said didn't win the war.
What do you mean didn't win the war?
We dominated, bro. We dominated.
No.
I don't care.
I told you, man. It was the league one that matched the war to us.
I'm not saying won the war yet because we got to make top 4 first. It's not over yet.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah,
it's almost
over. Tottenham have no hope of getting top 4, so I don't know if they're gonna play.
Neil, if you're around, I will send you a link.
Bro, Tottenham still needs to get Europa League, and Harry Kane wants that golden boot, so they're still gonna play.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Let's go. I didn't know that.
The thing about Neil as well, I don't think he's got care as much. Like he said before. Like if he loses, he loses. They're happy about the FA Cup and probably making a
They
break.
won't care
too much
either way,
about
they've had a historic season, man. They don't give a monkeys.
They don't care. They don't care now.
Bro, I'm just so proud about all the fight we showed, man.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
it.
Fight,
He's ready.
passion,
He's
desire,
ready.
and I'm all here for it.
He said he's ready. Let's go. Yeah.
He's
That's
ready.
Yeah, well, there's a spot in here anyway, so perfect.
Yeah. Like
Alright, Jorginho,
like-
I'll let you in a little bit. I'm just gonna get Neil in for now, bro. Bless.
Mount is proper Chelsea, mate. He's
Proper Chelsea. Bro.
proper Chelsea.
He's one of our own, bro.
Leader, captain,
Future
legend.
captain,
He's gonna be
bro.
all the minerals.
He's
all
one
the
of our
minerals,
own, bro.
man.
Bro, you know his mentality. Yeah, there's no teaching
Just-
that, man.
It's elite.
Refresh, Neil, refresh.
he what's it called? Yeah, he's just been with the Chelsea team and he's seen what it means to win trophies, to go for it and fight everything for the club. Like just give it his all, and he just gives it. You can't fault him for it.
Before Neil gets in, I want to talk about Champions League final just a little bit because now City had a really bad
Jorginho,
game
one
against-
sec. I just gotta get Neil in, bro.
City had a really bad game against Newcastle.
Try again.
They won,
Try
but
again,
then
try
today
again.
they've gone and lost. They've hit bad form, like lack of confidence. We just had the same thing with 2 defeats. Do you think that changes?
They don't
anything
care
going
though.
into the final?
They don't care. They didn't care about those games.
Of
I
course they
can
didn't care,
guarantee-
but their players are not in good reps. Like they're conceding
Oh, I
goals.
get what
I
you're
can
Their
saying.
guarantee
best players are
one
not
player.
starting.
Yes, bro. What you
Yes,
said?
Neil.
Let's do it.
How you going, Neil? Was that a penalty against Werner?
Either way, Wesley Fofana shouldn't be making a tackle in that position when he's going away from
No,
goal.
I'm talking about the first one, the one that gave a foul against
Tielemans
Werner.
one.
Tielemans.
Tielemans.
See, Neil said exactly what I said about Fofana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's if so. That is a penalty.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
be real.
I rate this guy.
Let's be real. If that happens to me, that is a penalty. If that happens to us, that is a penalty. But I was like, yo, you got away with one there. But again, with the Fofana one, that kind of makes up for it. So you kind of call it even.
What do you feel about the Tielemans and Werner incident in the first half?
The penalty.
Yeah.
I just said it, bro. You love
He
it.
just-
Yeah,
Oh,
Lewis, are you here?
I was talking about the first half.
No, he talked about that, and then he talked about the incident.
My
Fucking
bad.
hell.
He was tweeting Mason Mount is on crud. That's why you weren't listening.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
your fan base was going mad, so you're going to smoke us. It was only 2-0. 2-1, sorry.
To be fair, though, like we should have, we
You should have battered us,
every
and you
sense.
didn't. You created chances, but as you were saying in the first half, like you didn't you couldn't finish them, and that was your problem. It took a penalty for you to win the game. Let's face it. I mean, we weren't great, but the thing is, we're still drunk. I told you guys before. I don't care. We were still drunk. We won the FA Cup. I'm good. If it was one game I was going to lose, it's going to be the one in the cup. However, it does make it interesting going into the top 4 now. Now that table is really opened up, and what's going to happen?
Yeah, so where did
Burnley all
the
day, lads. Burnley, I'm wearing the colours of Burnley at the moment. Let's go.
Yeah, come on,
want top
Burnley,
4
man.
now?
We all want
You don't
Burnley
want top
to
4?
win. Of course he does.
If Burnley drew or win tomorrow, yeah, I think it cements us as the top.
It cements both of us.
No, so this thing. If Burnley draw, if it's a draw, we're all but guaranteed. Like Liverpool would have to, we'd have to lose against Villa, and Liverpool would have to win by like 3 goals or something against Palace. And if they lost, I think both are guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think
pressure's on.
I check that, but I know if we're guaranteed, all we need is a draw. Like as long as Liverpool don't win, we're basically guaranteed.
Yeah, we need Burnley to do the number on them tomorrow.
I don't know about Leicester. Is the only thing.
We need classic
we're only a point
Brexit.
behind.
Now,
at the
I mean-
moment. It's not the end of the world.
Or Leicester are playing Tottenham away, right?
Yeah,
It's
No,
just
home.
the tough thing. The tough
But
thing.
you're
for
bad
Leicester
at home.
is
You're
you
worse
guys-
than home.
Your goal difference.
Yeah, we're not that bad though. We're still 4th.
Yeah, that's
You
the
should
thing.
actually
like,
fear
so-
Tottenham as much.
I'm saying your
Wait.
form is worse at home than away. No.
Wait, Neil,
I feel like you're worse more.
that Iheanacho goal could be really, really big
Yeah.
because you need the goal difference to beat Liverpool.
Maybe
If they-
it would be
if they
That one
interesting.
goal actually puts you in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
like that.
it was a weird format, but at the end of the day, I think we were going to go on our side analyzing the match. We did for a bit, and then we were like, look, let's just Champions League and let's reflect on what actually happened in the FA Cup, because that's more important in the grand scheme of things. I mean, you guys were always going to be up for this game. Thomas Tuchel is not going to back down and go, oh yeah, let's just lose 2 on the bounce. I would have liked it because it would have been fun to come on Shameless FC on and beat you guys 3 times. I would have been I wouldn't have been unbearable, but my face would have just annoyed Lewis just in general.
You're damn
but
right.
but it was one of those things where, yeah, it is what it is with us losing. I mean, there was opportunities for you to go ahead. I mean, Werner he wakes up offside. I don't know what his problem is, man. It's just constant. You guys must be pissed all the time. I know you've seen some good comments, but still.
What makes it worse is that we had
on defense of my client. I think in the first half, that should have been a goal. It should have been
offside.
It was offside.
It was offside.
It was really close.
I don't blame Timo for being offside there. He has to be in that type of position to receive the ball and move and score the goal. I even agreed with Souness. About it. He has to be there.
He's got
as a top striker, you should be playing onside, especially with the man of his skill.
What makes it worse?
It was a tiny bit. It was a tiny bit off, and
it wasn't.
Did it right.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
No,
it was that much.
Yeah.
He's a good foot.
It was half his body was offside.
Chilwell was close. This one was far.
No.
You could tell without
Timo had to actually be there. I was saying like Timo actually had to be there to receive the ball and move it forward. I just feel like it's just unlucky to not like be offside, and it was released a bit earlier. It wouldn't have been offside as well. Like he was just in the right position, but it didn't get released sooner. I know. I know.
Like he couldn't have been released sooner because what allowed him to be released was Soyuncu stepping up and slipping, and Soyuncu stepping up and slipping meant he was offside. So it was played at the right time. It's just Werner being offside. For me, the thing that annoys me about him more is this is the 3rd striker in a row we've had who doesn't seem to understand the offside rule. Higuain got to a point where he just stood offside all day. And Morata, fucking Christ, he mated that offside flag. Him and that offside flag had an ongoing relationship.
So is that a problem, do you think, with your training then?
I don't know.
Your backroom staff?
I have no idea.
Can I
3 in a row, mate. That's no longer coincidence.
Timo's not exactly always miles offside, is it? It's not exactly always miles. It's always down. Had to be the tiniest bit sometimes about VAR. At times, like VAR, like Timo's not with the flag. The flag actually barely catches him out. It's normally VAR. I think with
Werner, we can see this season. I think with Werner this season, it's a confidence thing, man. I think next season he's gonna flourish, bro. I think he's gonna have a light out season next year. I'm saying that now. I genuinely think he's gonna have a light.
You know why?
Kozilla,
you know why I agree with you there, because even when he's like 1-on-1, you're never confident he's gonna do anything with it. You could just see he doesn't believe in himself.
That header should have got in as well. What was he doing there?
What was he doing?
That when he was like, it bounced down and he like just head it in the goal, man. Like, what are you doing?
When it hit his arm.
It's the corner, and it was like he just confidence is.
Neil watches for one game and feel the pain that we feel.
Bro, he just needs to adjust, man.
I'm being real about it. I'm just being real. I don't feel you guys ain't got pain. You ain't seen pain for years. You ain't seen pain,
bro. 2015, man.
Come on,
we know pain.
15, 16, man. We understand pain. We finished 10th once.
You can't go to Leicester.
2002, your club goes into administration. Imagine going to League One. Imagine going to grounds where it's like a park with.
Let's have our first world problem.
If it helps.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh mate, yeah, the difference.
But yeah, what was this winning the war? We beat you twice. You beat us once.
I don't
this season.
We're gonna have the last laugh.
No.
Is it? What's the last laugh? £200 million, yeah. They're £200 million badly spent.
Thomas Tuchel said this was the bigger game.
Fuck your Lampard tax.
Yeah,
I don't say non-top 6 tax. I don't play that game.
Yeah.
Oh mate,
£200 million. That's the tax that we don't have. Yeah, non-ESL tax. They would want to say that.
Look what that 200 million gets you. Gets you to a Champions League final, mate. So we might have that. We might actually have the last laugh here.
Maybe. Maybe you did.
Yeah, it does get Champions League.
But still, from what we've achieved with not very much, we're still ahead of you most of the season.
Yeah, that's the thing about Leicester. That's what kind of Leicester done. When injuries happen for Leicester, I think it kind of get like slips for Leicester, and they don't have the depth
But
like,
now-
to keep the consistency.
Neil, you
top
got to
four.
be real.
And that,
Even
and
Arsene
that's the
Wenger
reason,
said it.
and that's the reason why I don't see Leicester City as bottle jobs, because they don't have the depth to like keep up with it.
We
It's not
say
their
that, though,
fault
but-
exactly. They're not like a team that spend 200 million on like players on the bench and stuff, or always around every season, 200, 150 million easily.
But yo,
So they're not bottle jobs.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know. What?
They're not.
Who do you think would have a better season? A team that's played together for a couple of years, or a team that you have to
I got
integrate
Paul
like
saying
8
we have
players?
been to the lower league. Oh yeah, we got relegated.
Yeah, I have actually.
Who do you think is gonna take out less? Like you have to integrate.
I
players
miss
with
breakfast
no
once.
preseason.
Hey, Xavi, it's shameless, man. It's shameless. We went to Germany and plucked 2 of the best players. We took Thiago Silva. We got Mendy in. We got Chilwell in from Leicester. Come on, man. We should
But
be.
you expect them to
we should
just
be,
off the bat play.
We should
No,
be.
I do hear you.
We should
I
be
do hear you
challenging.
there,
Leicester's a good
I
team,
said
bro.
that
We
too.
gotta
But
give
it
credit.
depends. The thing
Leicester's
is,
a good team, bro.
They are a good team, Daniel, but they ain't got the depth.
Credit to them.
They ain't got the depth.
Not yet. We're building it.
Not
We
yet.
never
Not
had
yet.
the depth in 2018, 2016 when we won the league, and now it's a constant rebuilding process, and that's what we're going through: rejuvenate, rebuild, sell a player, rejuvenate, rebuild, and it's we keep there. We're more relevant than North London. Let's face it. Now after winning the FA Cup,
big fact.
So that's a big achievement within itself, and we've only been in the league since 2014.
The thing I'd say as well is,
You're a
correct me
good
if I'm
team.
wrong, Neil. If you've been outside the top 4 this season,
No, not so far.
Yo, I rate
the
Leicester
injuries you've
above
had
Arsenal
with like
and
Fofana,
Tottenham.
Soyuncu out,
I'm telling
Evans
you.
out, Vardy out for periods.
The fact that we got
this is
Fofana
why-
from the same place that what's it called,
Saliba.
Saliba, and they're
And you
banging
know
on
what
about
embarrassing is?
Saliba, and I'm like, mate, we've actually got a guy that's played and won the. What are you
Do
on
you know
about?
what's
back out
jokes
on
about
loan.
that, Neil?
What a
What's
joke
jokes about that is from every indication, from every report from San Etienne, Saliba's the better of the two, and they fucking never played him.
Neil, and Brendan.
embarrassing.
People
Yeah, like-
sleep on Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers almost won a. He
Chris
should have won the
saying-
league title with Liverpool. He's a great manager, and he's a great man manager as well. I'm sure he
Yeah,
can.
unbelievable
attest to that.
man manager, unbelievable.
Went invincible for Celtic.
What's Lineker saying on Twitter?
I don't know.
He said something.
Lewis
I
knows
know it
I
doesn't work
barely
like
go on
this.
Twitter.
I know it doesn't work like this, but
Yeah,
if I'd
that's-
been given the choice of
that's
winning
what
the
he
FA Cup or getting a Champions League spot, I'd have taken the cup all day long. And from a Leicester perspective, I get that.
Yeah,
because it's
that's
like-
what my
From
point
us,
was
we
coming
would have
on here.
rather taken top 4, so it probably works in both teams.
I want to know who Leicester scouts are, man, because I don't know how you man got Boubakary Samari. What a player he is,
Do our
man.
business. We know what we do, and also we can guarantee stuff that you can't. That's the thing.
Credit, Neil. Credit to your owners as
this
well.
guy.
Credit to your owners.
Oh, did he upset you, Lewis?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. You're damn right.
You
But
want
we
to fill
got
this
it
full of
back,
tears,
bro.
mate? I'll drink them right now. Go on. Up here.
I want to. Let me get close.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not just even like with the scout
by the
thing.
way,
It's
have
not
y'all
even just
heard-
like the what you can offer. It's like if you look at like I swear Fofana before he joined had offers from like Tottenham and like another bigger clubs, like on
Tillemans
the
as well.
face a bigger club than Leicester. But it's like, but he's going to Leicester because like you're just like it's stuff
Same
like
with
that. and it's
Tamore.
like-
Yeah, have you heard
Wait,
that?
who?
What's his
They
name?
do it right. They
You know,
do it right.
apparently he's being offered to PSG for 36 million.
Who's that?
Camavinga.
Ain't that guy in the Mason Mount Penitentiary?
Cam. Then he's a
He's a quality player.
Who's in the penitentiary?
Johnny's out here.
Who's in the penitentiary? Love it.
To be fair, you lot should be in our penitentiary after you just lost to the FA Cup. So that's our penitentiary right there. Get in the cup, lads. We'll drink all them tears.
I don't think Lewis would make that.
Bullshit.
Neil.
I've
should be
seen
taking
someone
time.
else making it. I ain't the only guy making penitentiaries at this point.
Listen, Neil.
Yeah, you set the trend, mate.
VAR tag.
I
Neil.
might consider doing a Chelsea one for your channel on Monday. I've not got much time, but I'll try.
Neil, if you had the choice, bro, if you had the choice, bro, what would you have? FA Cup or Champions League for Leicester?
FA Cup.
Well, FA Cup. Trophies mean something. Champions League, there's no guarantee how well we're going to do. We enjoyed it last time. We got through to the quarterfinals. However, for the fans and for the fan base, and Lewis said, like, Lewis has met some of the fans just coming back from Wembley, and they're all respectful. They all know what it means, and they're not going to come and bash us over the head or do penitentiaries and shit like that. They're all respectful. So that's why I'm not even going to rise to like the penitentiary stuff. I'm like, it is what it is. I mean, you're supposed to be. Our team should be in the penitentiary, but you lot have been whack for the last 2 games previous to this one. So I'm not going to. I came on here and go, I'll say my bit.
Yeah. Plus, as well, with what we've talked about as well, like for us, like the difference between getting Champions League or not might be the difference between getting like a Haaland or a Sancho or not. Yeah. Whereas for you guys, you've already shown that even without Champions League football, you can go and sign someone who is just this amazing player that no one would have thought about getting just because you're the way that your club and the scouts work. So even if you're not in a Champions League, you'll still find players that improve your squad. Whereas for us, it's like, if we want to get those players, we basically need Champions League football or to give them unbelievable wages.
Paul Ross, you hate Gary Lineker right now. 2 million for sitting there to scratch himself, typing crap on Twitter. Well, I think it's a difference between both clubs, man.
Drink his tears as well, mate. Beautiful. He's still going to be match of the day in 5 years' time. Where are you going to be?
It's a difference between both sides, man. Like, I get it from a Leicester perspective. Of course, the FA Cup is going to mean more. It's their first FA Cup.
You know that.
It's a big achievement to these guys. I say let them have it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's nothing.
The way your owner was with the FA Cup was touching. I ain't gonna lie,
mate. I've watched that so many times, and I've burst into tears so many. I couldn't watch the parade. I just headed straight down to the ground at the time.
That's
I was
deep.
like, yo,
That's deep.
it was just for everything that happened, and so that's why I'm like, this match. I mean, we could have done something, but we didn't. But I think the players have just been partying too much, and it's just they've just been enjoying it. And it's even you guys got to admit, it's weird to have an FA Cup. You've guys been enough for them, and then kind of play football afterwards after you've won a trophy.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Oh, he just said fuck the cup. He's just a knob. Fair enough then. If that's it.
All right, Lewis.
If that's
Have
your
you
thing,
seen
man,
Ryan's tweeting you about the Graham Potter penitentiary? Pep has a life sentence.
Oh, Ryan wants a Potter penalty. Did you not beat Arsenal this season? Because if you did, I'll make one because we can throw Arteta in there. What was I gonna say? Golo Kante, Thomas Tuchel come out and said he's not injured. He told me, and I understood him in French. He went out before an injury. He felt his hamstrings and was worried he would get injured if he continued to play.
So it was like,
thank God. It looked like that on the pitch as well because he wasn't limping or anything like that. He was just he just wasn't pressing. He was just holding positions around the pitch.
He must have been. He must have got
he'll be back for the final.
He felt like it was gonna go. Like he could tell.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I can understand at the very least. But guys, I'm gonna have to end the stream in a few minutes. So anyone got any final thoughts?
Chelsea won the Champions League.
Up Burnley.
Like Burnley. You better do the job tomorrow. I swear to friggin' God, you better do the job.
I mean, if you're watching, I'm a Burnley fan for the next 24 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, because I want Leicester
We're in the same boat together, lads.
Forget
I want Leicester and Chelsea, if I'm honest. I want Leicester and
Chelsea in the Champions League.
I respect them more.
Man, Liverpool, like you think I want. Nah, I don't want you lot to completely drop
The
out.
amount they shouted about their injuries, and we had the very same injuries, and nobody said anything.
Ryan, it's peak for you, bro.
Exactly.
I was going to say
you don't see Leicester fans crying.
My whole point with like Leicester on the injuries is I don't want to hear Liverpool fans chat to me about injuries when Leicester have had so many this season.
Exactly.
And we're still competing, so that's why you've got to kind of give them credit.
Big up Myron
And they
as
got
well.
their reject
Most
of a
people
manager.
have a soft spot for Leicester after what happened in 2019. A trophy seemed only right. That said, don't go getting delusions of grandeur. Yeah, like that story. The story from coming up to lifting the league in the space of 2 years. Like, you lot have just been fucking magical. I can't lie.
That's for me. Like Leicester are the joint best run club in the league for me in terms of the owners. Like
City,
Man City, like the way City.
ESL has kind of ruined that though. ESL are really too fuck off their fans, so I say we are the best.
City team.
Yeah. No, but like City are a machine, man.
I think it's Leicester 1, City 2.
City are a machine, man.
They are, but the fact that your fans are willing to walk away from everything,
it's not even
that. That makes a massive difference.
That's a bit iffy is the like behind the scenes stuff, but like if you look at what they've done for their community and like for stuff like that,
have you seen their wage structure?
Their fans at the minute, it's like they go about things the right way in terms of the football aspect. The football aspect from City is brilliant.
Oh, that all or nothing documentary got into you, man. You're doing all the propaganda for City.
Bro, have you seen the scouting system?
Genuinely just seeing what their
Bro,
owners do.
they got amazing scouting system as well, man. They just pick up these gems, man. Who would have thought Ruben Diaz? He was Lindelof's replacement at Benfica.
Nah,
they got him.
Yeah,
Still.
60 mil though. 60, 70 mil.
Way better than City's.
Leicester scouting is better.
Do you think, you know, when City scouted like a Ruben Diaz, don't you think they like boost the price up because it's Man City as well, like a little bit?
Yeah.
But Ruben Diaz were like an unknown gem. I agree with you because that City, when they come in, they know that there's money on the table, so they charge more for him.
Yeah.
But Ruben
Just
Diaz,
a little bit more.
I heard Tottenham wanted Ruben Diaz when Mourinho came. Like they were looking at him.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
Fofana,
City always go on that.
that Fofana buy is going to help you guys out so much in the long run.
Fana, what a player, man.
What a player.
What a
It's
player.
his first season, lads, and he's only 20.
System, man.
Sorry,
He's so
he's
good,
20.
man.
Sorry.
If you do end up signing, try and make sign for like 100 million. Make it hard, I would say.
How does he read the game so well at 20? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Damn right.
And he's learning from the best player he could possibly learn from.
Johnny Evans, innit?
Yeah.
Who was out today, but you don't hear Leicester fans crying about that as well. Oh well, Johnny Evans was injured. Yeah, okay, but we gotta move. I mean, we have a back line, a 20-year-old, a 24, and a 24. Never really played together in a back three. I could sit here and make, but I'm not here to make excuses. But we're still trying to do our bit.
James Dustin, that
Is
was well.
Sionku 24?
Dave Justin is gone.
Yeah.
Barnes is
Oh
out.
my
Johnny
God.
Evans is out.
Do you see what I mean? Like
That's
that's
what I'm
big
talking about.
gems like all the way through.
And that's
Probably
what
gonna sell.
that's why I don't call us the ball jobs.
They're probably going to sell Ndidi, and they got Samari just waiting in the ranks.
And Mendy. That's the thing. Mendy's
Why
a good
would-
CDM as well.
Why wouldn't did he leave? I mean, where would he
Yeah.
go? I
what-
get it, he could go, but I don't think he's got the intention of moving at the moment.
No. Let's be honest.
maybe if he would have,
Let's
If you do go to Europa League,
no respect,
Yeah, if Ndidi says I want to go, there's going to be about 5-6 clubs just waiting at the door.
Yeah, Man United.
And we know they'll underperform. They'll underperform at other clubs, and B, we know we can get a stupid price for him,
Oh, yeah.
like we did for Maguire.
Wait, it will be more than Maguire. It will generally be 120 million. Like, I'm
100
genuinely
plus,
130.
Or even you got a lot for Chilwell too.
Yeah, 50 mil apparently got off you guys, and then we spent 25 on Castagna.
I actually thought 50 million for Chilwell was a
shut
good
up.
deal at the
Chilwell.
time. Though. I actually
Chilwell.
thought 50 million good deal.
Ben Chilwell.
Oh.
Ben Chilwell was the highest paid player, at the club.
Look at you. We think we're the money
club.
club. You lot, you're getting it the right way.
Yeah,
Fucking fleecing us.
Actually, no, 50 for Chilwell. I'll back it. I still said
good,
I still
it's good.
judge him when he leaves the club. That one, the Maguire transfer. Maguire, that one.
The Maguire one.
I could bring up the other transfers that he made for Chelsea, but I don't want to trigger you guys. I could 100% put you in another drink water penitentiary. Which I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I forgot about him.
Yeah, look
made
at you,
me
man,
remember.
drinking as well. You wild lad. You think I didn't clock the reference?
We've been done. We've been
face,
done.
I can't
Through the-
believe
through
we
the
bought
glass.
drink water. We're so
That's
stupid.
all right. We'll take Champions League. Let's have that.
Drink water.
Stinker.
Yeah, we'll just stick with
Do you want to take him back for like just free?
Right.
Nah, we're all right. You can keep him on 100k wages. This is what happens when you buy players for money. The players come for you for money. You have to take the L. You've got plenty of W's, but this is the L you have to take.
I know, drink water. It really annoyed me when I first heard it coming as well. 35 million and a plus 100k a week.
Fofana was
that-
30 million.
All I'm saying, I don't know why you was booing him for. I think they're talking about Ben Chilwell.
We
on
were
that
I
one.
told you why we were booing him on the stream before. It wasn't because of his. It was because he downed tools, and he goes, right, well, Chelsea's coming in for me, so why do I need to play for this team? And that's
hear
why
that.
you watch
down tools. Like,
Kante wasn't booed.
or like because you got sources and everything. So
Mhm.
what do you mean specifically by like genuinely his performance was deliberately in the mud, or was it just a case of
He didn't care. He didn't want to perform. He was like, what's the point? And the manager believed in him and kept playing him again and again and again. And he didn't genuinely come up. He didn't play football for us. He wasn't interested. He's like, well, I've got my next gig. So why do I need to play for you guys? Bearing in mind he's come through our academy and we've built him up to where he is. He's got his England cap under us. He's got his England start under us. Not saying that he owes us anything, but give some respect, man. That's why he gets booed so much. Not because of his performances and what he came through our academy, but that's the main reason. If you watch, we don't boo. Mahrez is another one we boo. We don't boo Maguire nowhere near as much as well. But Mahrez, because he was jetting off toward the airport saying, I need to leave this club. I'm bigger than this club. And we were saying, well, leave then. Get out of our club. Because that's not good enough, in my opinion. To say that, to disrespect the fans that essentially made you as well.
So what, you don't rate Mahrez either?
We rate Mahrez and thank you for what he did. But if you're going to go to an airport and wait at an airport on the last day of this transfer going, I've handed in my request, who wants me? And nobody takes you when you're still signed to Leicester City, you can piss off.
Yeah, I'll say it's basically what Courtois did, apart from like
almost like that.
training. It's like I'm going to go to every airport I can until someone.
That's disrespect, regardless. And bearing in mind, Mahrez was nobody before we got him. I'm not trying to say, oh, we're big man or whatever, but you have to put respect in certain instances. And that's why we boo Mahrez. We don't boo Maguire. We don't boo who else? We don't boo Drinkwater because we know we snapped your arm off for it. Who else don't we boo?
Kante, you don't boo him.
We don't boo Kante, do we? You guys know. We
Love
don't
Kante, don't you?
No, I've heard boos for Kante.
Yes, we have. But they're minimal, just like the boos for the Black Lives Matter thing on your end.
Yeah.
50-50, but I'll take your word for it, innit? Like, ain't my club, so I can't say.
The majority of Leicester fans love Kante, and we appreciate what he's done.
Yeah, you can talk about like Kante. You know when he like returned to face Leicester for the first time, your manager literally just grabbed him in a headlock and just started patting him on the head and stuff, just to love, like just seeing him return
it's just
again.
love,
like,
man. Yeah.
I
thought you were going to twist that into like, oh yeah, Ranieri hates Kante or something like that. It's just one of those. We and also there is people that come back to the club. Previous players do know what they're missing at the same time as well.
I hear that too, guys. I will say though, do have to wrap this stream up because I got to head up to the live phone. And big up everyone who is locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Check out Beyond the 90 LCFC as well. Literally put the link in the title.
8 subs to 1K, lads. If you could sub, that will really help.
Yeah, I'll sub.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, guys, check it out. Link is down in the description as well. Paul Ross to the final donation saying Kante was the best in your midfield without a doubt. Nobody hates him. All the more reason why as well. Much appreciated.
There's always people hate. Twitter's a thing.
Yeah, we saw people boo Frank Lampard when he came back to Manchester City. So it happens to everybody. But big up everyone who's locked in. Head over to the live phone in as well. Join the page if you guys want to get involved too. Take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the channel.